Hey guys, today is a little bit of a different video from me. So one of my most requested videos, I think, on my channel to date is how to apply false lashes. And I wouldn't say I'm an expert at it by any means. I think one of the biggest questions that I get when I go out on the street or when I'm around people, they're like, how do you do those every day? I can't do it. I totally understand what you're saying. It is difficult, especially in the beginning, but there are a couple of tips and tricks that do make it far easier to do that I think a lot of people neglect to mention, especially when it comes to YouTubers making recommendations or people in general. They're like, just practice. Practice does make a huge difference, and I think it's the biggest difference that you can do. There also are a few things that, when it comes to actually picking out your lashes, make a huge difference as far as application and ease of application. So before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you guys might be getting a few bonus uploads here and there because I really enjoy uploading videos for you guys, and I have too many that to fit into 3 days a week. So also, make sure you guys follow me on all my other social media sites, so Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. Twitter is the one where polls happen, questions happen, all my rants, all my updates. If you guys want to know anything that goes on off the scenes of YouTube, that's Twitter. A lot of people miss interaction that just doesn't go up on YouTube. I know there's the community tab where you can post updates. I don't have that feature on my YouTube yet. I don't know why. It rolled out for a ton of other YouTubers, but not me. So I can't update you guys in the YouTube sub box. And without further ado, let's learn how to put on eyelashes. So if you guys have been a subscriber of mine for any length of time, you'll know that my favorite lash is the Koko lashes in the style Risque. These lashes were introduced to me by my best friend Jordan Hans here on YouTube, and she also streams on Twitch. She's an incredible body painter that if you don't follow her, you must. She is one of the most amazing artists I think I've ever laid my eyes on. She didn't introduce me to the brand Koko lashes, but she did introduce me to the style Risque. So I will explain different lash types. I'm gonna say the word lash in this video enough times to make you want to die. I'm gonna try to refrain, but it's just gonna happen. So there are two different types of lashes that I'm going to mention in this video. This is the style Risque from Koko Lashes. Now I would consider this a beginner lash. You may ask, why is this a beginner? You see how you can see the clear band in between the clusters of individual fibers? This is a beginner lash. For me, you don't have to finagle with this at all. It's flimsy and it contours to the shape of your eye far easier than what I'm going to show you next, which I would consider a more intermediate to advanced lash. This one is going to apply easier, it's going to bend easier. Just overall, I feel like it's just more simple to apply. This is my go-to every day. Another benefit to wearing one that does have this thin band and the clusters of lashes is that the band is a lot more invisible. You don't really need to wear eyeliner with this. I wear it consistently without eyeliner. Today I'm going to do that. I'm not going to apply any eyeliner to my eyes, and you'll see how these look. These are natural, if you could call these natural. This is as natural as I get, but they're stunning. And I've gotten a ton of people to buy these. After Jordan showed these to me, I don't think I've worn any other lash nearly as much. They are absolutely, I just kissed an eyelash. This is a more intermediate to advanced lash, and this is the style Goddess from Koko Lashes. Absolutely beautiful. This is a more dramatic, like House of Lashes iconic style, but as you can see, there is no clear band between the clusters of lashes. You have that thick band, and this is a lot less bendy, a lot harder to contour to the eye, and overall, I feel more difficult to apply. You do need to have eyeliner on to really make the band look invisible, and for me, they're just a little bit more advanced, and I would call them a little more uncomfortable to wear as well. However, don't let that deter you from trying a lash like this because they are absolutely stunning, and it really just takes practice to get them to fit on your eye as comfortably. The thing is about a lash like this that isn't as bendy, it's that when you place it on and you're trying to get the corners to stick, the corners want to pull up. Every time you stick this corner, that corner pulls up, and every time you stick that corner, this one pulls up. And it's more of a task to apply versus just popping on your lashes, which I feel like the Risque do a great job of. Another thing people neglect to do when they are applying their lashes straight from the package is they forget to trim them down. Anyone out there with a relatively normal eye shape, the length of your eye typically doesn't match the length of a lash. So this has been pre-trimmed down. I have already trimmed this one. But if you saw this directly from the package, it probably has an additional 1/4 of an inch on there. It's quite a bit longer. And if you were to go to apply that to your eye, you're going to have to start way too far in and way too far out, and it's going to poke the inner and outer edges and start flipping up. That is the biggest mistake I made when I was new to lashes. I would always apply them, and I was like, why are these so uncomfortable? Because you can feel them hitting your face here, you can feel them hitting out here and poking. If your lash is properly trimmed, it will not do that. It just doesn't poke. So that is something that I find to be one of the most neglected steps in beginners when it comes to applying them. They forget to trim them. And almost every lash I have to trim out of the package, except for Risque, which are the thin banded lashes I'm about to apply. When you are trimming a lash, you don't ever want to cut it from the inner corner of the eye, because that is what gives you the nice taper. You always want to trim it from the outer edge of the lash. That may seem like obvious common sense, but the reason you don't want to do that is because if you were to cut it from the inner corner, you're going to get a jagged start. And if that's what you want, fine. But most people want that seamless taper. So products that you would need when applying lashes, I see some people do it with just their fingers. I am not a finger ass bitch. I just said that on YouTube. I don't only use my fingers when it comes to eyelashes. I have to use a pair of tweezers. Obviously, warning, be careful when you are applying anything on your eyes with a metal object. I've never had issues. I've never poked myself in the eye, but if you are clumsy, I would recommend getting a pair of eyelash application tweezers. And these have blunted edges that I really like. I have a pair of them. Hell, if I can find them anywhere. I don't know where they went. Where does this stuff get lost? I don't know, because it's lost. But if you are looking to get them, I will link a few different ones in the description of this video. I have the ones from the brand called Cosmedix, Qosmedix. They sent them to me. I did not buy them, but I have used the living shit out of them, and they are a great application. I feel like they have the perfect shape to just pop them on, and you don't have to worry about poking yourself in the eye really, because there are no sharp edges. You also want to get a good lash glue. Everyone's opinion on this differs. My favorite is the Duo Lash Adhesive in the dark tone. I don't know why it's my favorite. I feel like it sticks really well. I feel like it's just a really good option as far as a lash glue goes. I don't have any issues with my lashes popping up throughout the day. I don't have any eye irritation with it. I have tried other brands such as Esquito, House of Lashes. I'm not a fan of any of those, especially House of Lashes, which a lot of people love. There's something about it I just don't like. So I always stick to the Duo Lash Adhesive in the dark tone. And the beauty of it is you can get it at any drugstore. You can get it at Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart, Fred Meyer, Target. It's everywhere. There are also really good lashes at the drugstore. So Ardell Demi Wispies are a great pair. Desi Perkins has a video on her YouTube channel about customizing them. You can also get individual lashes or little clusters. When I was doing client work, I would use those a lot on brides because they're really pretty. You can build them up to whatever style of look you want. They also last really well, and they are relatively comfortable compared to a strip lash. You don't have the issue with corners flipping up because there are no corners. To apply on yourself, they're a lot more difficult. If you want to give it a go, you most certainly can, but I really only liked them when I was doing work on clients, and I used them a lot on brides. That was my main thing, and then I started using more strip lashes when I started getting more comfortable. I will link Desi's video either up here or down below or both, and you guys can watch it on how to customize a pair of the Ardell Demi Wispies at the drugstore to make them more dramatic, but still thin banded. I'll do one eyelash on each eye to show you guys the difference in how they apply and how they look, and I think that would give you guys a better idea of what the application process looks like for a beginner lash versus a advanced lash. What's the lash counter in this video? I feel like we're at like 87 already. I've actually done this video once in the past, but it was when I was kind of newer on YouTube and I was also kind of awkward. So I don't squirt my lash glue out on the back of a palette or anything. My sister does it that way. I don't. She squirts hers out and then applies it with like the back of her tweezer. I bead up the lash adhesive like this. Well, kind of like that. And I just gently apply it to my eyelash band. That's a little much, honestly. But if you do put too much glue on there, you can take the open side and just kind of run it in the center and just kind of distribute the lash glue. The areas you want the more glue is on the very edges, in my opinion, because those are the areas that tend to flip up. You don't want to apply this directly to your eye right when you've put the glue on. Same with Elmer's glue. When you're gluing two pieces of paper together, you let it sit and get tacky first. If you don't, it slides all over the place. You guys know, you were in elementary school, you know exactly how it goes. You want this to get tacky before you apply it, so I let this sit here for maybe about 45 seconds to a minute. Even then, it's still a little slidey, but it's not horrible. You'll know that the glue has started to dry down a bit when it changes colors. It'll start to get a little bit darker. You don't have to use the dark tone, you can use the white, but I tend to do darker eyeshadow looks, and so for me, I like the way the dark tone looks because it dries down black, the glue does. And if you're wearing eyeliner and dark eye look, sometimes the white glue can kind of look obvious. But if you're doing a look with no eyeshadow, you might want to stick to the regular white toned glue. I like to apply my lashes on my eyes without mascara, and I like to do mascara after because my eyelashes are a lot more flat down before I apply mascara. You can do it after mascara, which is what I used to do, but now I like to do it before because I feel like it's much easier to see what you're doing. So you're gonna wanna have a mirror and you're gonna wanna hold it below you so that you're looking down into it, because if your eyes are open and you're doing it like this, it's gonna be much harder than if you're kind of looking down. So I've got my lash in my tweezer right here and I'm going to apply it. You just stick it down and worry about the center of the eye first. A big question that I get asked when it comes to lashes is, are you applying them to your lashes or to your skin? Me personally, I like to stick more to my lashes and not my skin, but at the very base if you can. But I do feel like it's best to work on sticking them to your lashes themselves versus going on your skin, because sometimes your eyes will water or something will happen and it starts to flip up. The center is now stuck, the edges are not, and then you want to go in and just pull your edges to the place you want them. And now, as you can see, my lashes are pointing down and these are pointing up. So what I like to do is take my tweezers and smash my lashes in with the falsies. You're really just blending them and marrying them together at this point because there's a little bit of glue that started to kind of dry down in there, and it really helps to make everything more seamless and natural. And as you can see, it's pretty good. It's not ever going to look perfect, but it looks pretty decent down at the base of the lashes. I'm not the best at doing this, but honestly, it just comes with practice. And I know everyone says that, but nobody ever got better at anything without practicing. All right, I will do the mascara once this is fully dried down, but this is one lash without any eyeliner or anything. And this is the thicker band lash that actually applied quite easily. Sometimes once your lashes are seasoned, you've worn them a whole bunch of times, they bend a lot easier. So this was actually insanely easy to apply today. Given a fresh lash out of the package, oh man, those pull up all which ways. They're way more irritating. This is the thinner banded lash, Risque, that I was showing you before, and same situation. Apply your lash glue, wait about a minute. I talked a lot in the beginning of this video about how thinner banded lashes are easier to apply, and watch, I'm gonna struggle with this one today. My left eye is always a little bitch when it comes to eyelashes. For some reason, it sucks more, but you'll see the difference in the type of lashes. I actually think today, weirdly enough, I'm gonna end up wearing these ones. I'm always a Risque person, I always stick to these, but I'm actually kind of enjoying the way these winged out ones look, so I might end up sticking with those ones today. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the thinner banded lash, and it's the same exact situation. So you're gonna look down into the mirror and pop on the center. And it doesn't matter that the edges right now are not connected, because you want to get the center where it needs to be first, and just kind of rest after a second, get your bearings, and then go in. Oh, and then this happens sometimes. Your stupid tweezers stick to the damn lashes and pull them all over the place. And here are the two different lashes. So we've got the more advanced and the more beginner. As you can see, both are absolutely beautiful. They do look different. These are the ones I gear towards on a daily basis because I feel like they're just a lot more easy to apply. They look more natural. They fit more with a natural look. But these actually are really beautiful too. So, and then the only other step from here is make sure you wait for them to dry. It usually just takes a couple of minutes, and then apply your mascara. So this one is fully dried, so we're gonna do the mascara step now. I just used this for the first time yesterday. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, and I'm gonna use this today just to melt my lashes in. So really what I do is I just kind of stamp this on, and I really only focus on my lashes. I don't bring it all the way up to the tip because that can make it look chunky. It can also ruin your lashes a little bit. But then there's no separation between your lashes being the kind of lighter blonde brown color and the black lashes. And that is when I'm done. You can toss eyeliner on if you want, but I'm not going for that with today's look. I also wanted to tell you how to remove your lashes because a lot of people rip them off, toss them to the side. I'm one of those people. I'm giving you tips on something I don't even do, but if you want to know how to correctly remove your lashes, you want to gently soak something on the base of them. Like you can take a little Q-tip with a little bit of micellar water and kind of ease up the glue and then gently remove them, or you can remove the glue from your lashes and put them back in their case. That's going to extend the longevity of them so much. For me, I literally just have like a lash graveyard around my house. They just sit around looking like little spiders in every corner of every windowsill and every bit of my floor. Sorry, Zach. But that is it for lashes. It's so simple. I get this question a lot too, as far as the amount of wears. Some people are like, wow, you throw them away after every use? No. This pair that you see right here has probably been worn like 20 times. The reason I like Koko lashes, this is not sponsored by the way. I wish Koko Lashes would sponsor me. Koko Lashes, collaborate with me, sponsor me. I promote you in every video that I've ever done. The reason that I love Koko Lashes is because they're like $6.99 a pair. Super inexpensive, very drugstore priced. You have to get them on ladymossbeauty.com, so you can't get them in store, unfortunately. I wish you could. I would buy out the stock of the stores. The thing is that you can get a bundle deal too. Like if you buy 6 or more, I believe, you can get a reduced price per lash, which is amazing. I mean, one pair of Risques, I feel like I get like 20 to 25 uses out of, which is great for like $7. That's not bad at all. And if I treated them better, I bet you I could get more uses out of them. They start to look a little iffy after about 20 uses. But if I treated them better, I could definitely get more uses out of them. So they are amazing. Sometimes like these lashes right here are at the end of their life. They maybe don't look like it, but this is the sister to the lash that I'm wearing right now. This one's fallen apart right here. It's got buildup of glue all over it. In fact, this one's so old that I could really pull it apart if I wanted to. And a new lash really isn't like that. So I don't know. I really like them. So Koko Lashes, hit me up. If you guys want to see how I did this makeup look, it'll either be up before this. If it is, I'll link it here. If it is not, it'll be up soon, so subscribe. But this is how to apply false lashes. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I know that it can be intimidating, and if there are any questions that you have that you feel I did not answer in this video, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them if I see it, or if you guys see it and you know the answer, please help somebody out, because I get it. It's frustrating. Lashes are not something that come easy to a lot of us, but I once sucked at applying them too, and it's just, it's hard. It's hard. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and that it answered any questions you guys may have had about lash application. It just takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience, and also it's just lashes. And if you really can't get it, lash extensions are a beautiful thing. I'm about to get my first pair of lash extensions before I go on a tropical trip. It's my first time ever going to a tropical location, and I thought it would be smart for me to get some lashes before I go, because I don't want to put these on when I'm on vacation. No, thank you. Alright guys, well thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope that you guys like it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, you guys can follow me on all my other social media stuff. Everything is RawBeautyKristi, so Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. Twitter is my shit. Twitter is where I am. All day, every day. Questions, answers, bitching, crying, updates, moaning, not so much that. Also, if you guys have not yet, please vote for me for the SHORTY Awards. I keep forgetting to remind you guys about the SHORTY Awards. If you guys have not yet voted for me, please do. If you guys all went right now and voted, which I will leave the link in the top of this video, you might actually get me to the finals, and that would be amazing. If I made it into the finals of the Shorty Awards, I think I might die of excitement. I can't even believe it's real. I can't believe I'm nominated. I'm nominated for the Best in Beauty category, so yeah. If you wanted to vote for me, I mean, I wouldn't cry about it. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Hey guys, today is a little bit of a different video from me, and so one of my biggest, most, but she did introduce, but she, focus. Let's see if you guys can see the difference. Come on, you bitch. All right, and now we are going to apply glue to the Risque